Hello everyone, my name's Julia Logg, and today I want to talk to you about the careers education, information, advice and guidance which will be available to you while you're a student here with us at St Brendan's. This is me. I'm the careers manager at St Brendan's. I'm also the careers leader, and I'm also a qualified careers advisor, so I'm able to offer you information, advice and guidance about your next steps. This is Laura. She's also a careers advisor, and she can also support you with your decision making and next steps while you're a student here at St Brendan's. This is Liepa. She's our work experience coordinator, and she can help support you finding work experience opportunities while you're here. And soon to join us will be our UCAS and Careers Information Officer, who is going to help support you with university applications and send out lots of careers information. So this is the Careers Office, and it's situated in Cafe Max, and this is where you can come to ask any questions you might have about careers or book an appointment, and it's open from 8:30 to 4 p.m. on Monday to Friday. You can also email us on ceiag@stbrn.ac.uk if you have any questions or wanted some advice or information about careers related topics. There are lots of ways that you'll receive careers education, information, advice and guidance while you're a student here. One of the main ways will be through your futures lessons, and this is compulsory for all year 12 and 13, and you'll receive lots of information and support around university applications, apprenticeships and working out what your next steps are. For access to level 3 students, that will be delivered through tutorial. And you'll also get the opportunity to discuss your plans and next steps when you have your one-to-one meetings with your academic mentor once a term. You can also discuss your next steps and your plans and get support with decision making through booking careers guidance appointments, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the next couple of slides. Careers events and trips, so for example we might go to a UCAS fair or an apprenticeship fair, or we might go on a trip to an employer. It's another way in which you can find out about different jobs and careers. We have a programme here called Career Ready, which you can join and receive mentoring from an employer and gain a paid summer internship and work experience. You'll also receive lots of careers information through your lessons. Your teachers will link your learning to specific jobs and careers, and you'll be able to see the connection between what you're learning in the classroom to what you want to do in the future. The careers team have specific Teams pages which we use to promote opportunities, to give you lots of information about different careers, and each year group has a team page which they can access for this. You'll also be able to access work experience opportunities through Teams pages and by speaking to our work experience coordinator. And finally, one of the other ways in which you will be able to receive information and advice is through our careers newsletter, which goes out through our student and parent bulletin on a weekly basis. So these are just a few of the ways in which you will be able to find out and plan for your next steps after St Brendan's. All students are able to book unlimited one-to-one guidance appointments by using the booking link on our College Jump page or by emailing us in the careers department. You can choose between having a Teams appointment or a face-to-face appointment, and we can also offer email advice, and we can answer quick queries if you just pop into the careers office. So some of the things you might want to discuss when you book a careers appointments are looking at what your options are. Some students might have a very clear idea, but some students might not have any idea at all and really need help exploring all the options and help with some decision making. You might want to come and talk specifically about apprenticeships. You know, how do you find them? How do you search for them? How do you apply? How do you prepare for interview? But you also might want to come and speak to us about university course choices and how to make your application as strong as possible. you might want to come and talk to us about looking for a job, and that might be a job while you're currently a student here, or you may have decided that after you finish your studies you want to go into full-time employment, and we can support you with creating a CV, writing applications and preparing for interview. You also might want to speak to our work experience coordinator or the careers advisors about gaining valuable work experience to help you with your applications or future plans. So those are some of the things that you might want to discuss with us when you make a careers appointment. During your time here at St Brendan's, you'll get the opportunity to experience a lot of different types of careers events. So for example, in November we always have a whole college careers fair, and this year obviously it was virtual, delivered via a virtual platform. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to go back to the all meeting in the hall with lots of employers and apprenticeship providers and colleges and universities, where you can speak to people and ask your questions and find out about what opportunities they offer. We also offer quite specific subject careers events. So for example, we've just had one in healthcare where students were able to attend talks and presentations from a range of healthcare professionals and really find out about what the jobs they do and how they got into those jobs. Again, at the moment those are delivered virtually. Hopefully we will be back to doing those face-to-face at some point. Again, throughout the year we'll have specific employer and university talks that will be scheduled throughout the year. And then in the summer term we have a week of activities where you will attend talks from universities and colleges and employers and gain lots of skills in writing personal statements or creating a CV or preparing for interview. So those are some of the careers events that you will get to experience while you're here. I just want to talk particularly about the support we offer for applying to university. As we know, lots of our students are planning to go on to university and need more support and advice with this. So during your futures lessons you will receive lots of information about university applications, and in particular about widening participation schemes that universities offer that you may be eligible for. So this would include information about local schemes such as Access to Bristol, which Bristol University offer, or more national schemes like Realising Opportunity and the Social Mobility Foundation, which can give eligible students access to particular universities and additional support and sometimes funding as well. In Year 12 you will also be given a login and an account for a platform called UniFrog, and this is a great resource which we use, where you can search for different universities and create lists of the universities you might want to apply for, and you can also do this for apprenticeships. And this platform includes loads of useful information about applying to university and apprenticeships, both in the UK and overseas. From the summer term of Year 12 we will start supporting you with your applications through your Futures programme, but also through some of the activities and events that we have during the summer. And this then continues into the autumn term, where you will be given support with writing your personal statements and completing your university applications. Students are also able to access individual appointments and attend our UCAS drop-in sessions to get specific help with their application or their university choices, or getting feedback from their personal statement. Information about particular university events, and that might be summer schools or workshops that they're doing or subject specific events, will all be advertised through our weekly careers newsletter, but they'll also be added to the careers teams pages, where students can see these and apply if appropriate. We understand at St Brendan's the importance of finding quality work experience, and really encourage you to participate in work experience and reflect on this so that you can use it for your future applications and to enhance your skills when approaching universities or employers. For all of those of you who are going to be doing health and social care and all access to level 3 students, it is a compulsory part of your programme. So we will support you to find a work experience placement as part of your studies. But we also encourage every other student to really take this seriously and access the support if you need it. Obviously this year COVID restrictions has meant that all work experience has been virtual, but actually there have been benefits to this, so that we found that our current students have been able to get onto work experience which perhaps isn't local, but they've been able to access virtually, and there have been more varied opportunities and students have really benefited from this. So even though when we hopefully will be back to face-to-face work experience, we will also be providing virtual opportunities as well to supplement this. All work experience vacancies and opportunities will be advertised on our work experience Teams pages, so we really would encourage you to look at these if you're looking for some work experience, but also to make an appointment with our work experience coordinator or careers advisors to discuss any help you might need with finding some work experience. I just wanted to finish up by telling you about how we communicate careers information to you. The main way in which we do this is through our careers newsletter, which goes out via the student and parent bulletin once a week. This is so that we can reduce the amount of emails that you get each week and that all the information is contained in one place. So the careers newsletter will include things such as talks and trips and events. There might be apprenticeship vacancies and job vacancies in there, or work experience opportunities. There'll be information about university events and university talks. There'll also be important dates and deadlines, and all this will also be added to the Teams pages as well, which I'll talk about in a second. So please, while you're a student here, please make sure that you look at the careers newsletter and encourage your parents and carers to as well, so that you don't miss out on an important opportunity for you. We'll usually only email you if there's an urgent deadline. So for example, if we were sent a fantastic apprenticeship opportunity but it had an urgent deadline, we might email that to a year group of students. Or if there was some fantastic work experience coming up that you needed to apply for urgently. But generally speaking, most of the opportunities will be advertised via our careers newsletter. You'll be told about careers information also during your futures and tutorials. So for example, in futures you'll be told about university schemes and apprenticeships, but you'll also be told about important dates and deadlines as well. And then finally, every year group will have their own careers Teams page, and on those careers pages on Teams we include all the information that's been put into careers news. But the advantage of this is that we can tag you in opportunities. So if you mentioned to us that you were looking, for example, for some work experience in engineering, if something came up, we'd put it on the Teams page and we could tag you on that. So that's another way in which the information about opportunities can be viewed. So I hope you found that quick overview helpful. Please do email us at ceiag@sdbrn.ac.uk if you have any questions, or when you join us in September, please do come in and see us in the careers office. You're always welcome if you have a quick question or wanted to make an appointment. You can also book an appointment by using the link on Microsoft Office in the bookings, or scanning the QR codes which you'll see on the careers posters all around the college. But yes, please do come in, you're always welcome, and we look forward to seeing you in September. Many thanks.